Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the FSL ARAM tournament thingy, of which we don't yet have a name. It's going to be Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia today. I'm joined by Tanya May over here. How you feeling? That was not a very good
Good.
intro.
We just had dinner,
hmm
so got our bubble tea, got our drink,
Yeah.
and we're good to go.
Not sponsored, by the way.
No,
Generic bubble tea
generic
brand.
bubble tea, yes.
Right. I do believe we are currently already have the champions locked in for the game, the first game. It will be. I'm not sure about the format. I think it's gonna be like Swiss or something. They're basically gonna get the points based on how many they win.
Right. I mean, the name of the game is ARAM, so random players being put into every team. So it'll be interesting because you expect how much teamwork can you really expect?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we did have a practice run yesterday. We looked at the ARAM tournament, one of the games from the previous Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia tournament, and we actually saw some pretty good teamwork from all of our participants. But now that we do have a draft on the screen, how about why don't you run us through your expectations for both of these squads going into the first game?
Well, first of all, as you pointed out, it is reworked for you guys, so I'm quite excited about that. Ro and Article played a lot of games on this champion. Yeah, I mean, if you talk about one more combo, you immediately look at Katarina, look at the press R comp, like you put a ball on her, she's gonna have to go in. And then they also backed up by Yumi, who is a very oppressive ARAM champion, by the way.
Is she now? I mean, she got her mana issues nerfed. She's not gonna be able to back off and conserve her mana now. So perhaps that will play a little bit more of a part going into the ARAM scenario here.
Yeah, but in the recent patch, her passive did get buffed.
Right?
So she does want to detach and auto attack a little bit more, so that will give her just a bit more mana. Because in the previous patch she was basically nerfed until oblivion, but now we have to see like whether that really makes a difference. She's gonna have more mana sustained through her passive. So I mean overall, it is ARAM. It's not Summoner's Rift.
hmm
She can just buy mana regen, mana items. I think she'll be pretty good to go.
It's only the one champion that you allow her to buy Tear of the Goddess on for first item.
Yeah, why not? But I think normally it's the Chalice run. I'm not sure
Right?
now after the nerfs and the slightly buffed passive whether it would warrant her getting a Tear of the Goddess instead.
All right. Well, let's take a look at our keystones. The only one that I really have a bit of an interest in is the Dark Harvest coming through for the Oriana. What do you think of picking this up here?
I'm always on the fence about Dark Harvest. I
Mhm.
mean, playing a lot of ARAMs, you want to think whether you're AP mage, you want to get Dark Harvest, or you want to get something else like Airy or Comet. I feel like it's really up to the person's playstyle. So, maybe she is all out, trying to get the kills, trying to get people on low health. But it is Oriana, so it's not like, say, Zeref, who you would think like probably would have the Dark Harvest instead, right?
Right, for sure. I mean, you press R, you got Shockwave. If you deal more damage there with Dark Harvest, all the more power to you, right? We are just about on to the Howling Abyss here. Uh, we'll see what they buy first. Any interesting things worth looking at here?
Well, not all the buys have come in, but standard start for all the majors, lost chapter. So, and we talked about Yumi. Looks like she's just gonna go the AP route.
Ooh.
Yeah, rushing Ludens for the extra poke on her Q. Rest of them looks like fairly standard buys. Draven did get a pickaxe just for that
Mhm.
extra flat damage.
Oh, I need to set this to directed camera. I'm an idiot. Hang on a minute. There you go. Okay. You can see that both teams are sort of just trading blows really quickly here. Just poke back and forth. Ute doing a bit of a dancing bear.
Not to mention, we do have the two biggest pokers in the game.
Pokers.
So Xerath and Vel'Koz, each on one side, Volibear going in. Nothing really much happening. I mean, if you think about it, both teams probably need some items. They need to scale a
Okay.
bit more.
Yeah, it looks like that's the case. We are going to see the Vel'Koz going a little low here coming through from the poke, but he will just be topped up adequately by this Yuumi.
Yeah, she is running out of mana already, if you can see.
Yep.
We're gonna have to keep our eyes on whether she will detach and get back that mana from her passive.
She got a Lost Chapter proc, so I think she'll be fine for just now. The Trigonometry not going to hit, and the Draven is starting to stack up his axes.
Draven here being played by Aya from Estris, so it is a comfort champion for her. She is a AD carry after all.
Alright, we did see Ute going to 50% health. There's not much action. We usually expect more action to come out through these early games, but it looks like both squads are just content just poking each other out a little bit. As soon as I say that, though, a stun is going to come down, more poke damage onto the blue team. Looks like red team's being pretty oppressive so far this going into this game.
Yeah, it's really all the work of Xerath right there.
Yeah. Hey, Lost Chapter coming through. Alright.
Clarity.
Well, that's true. It'll be fine for now.
I think the red team gonna get the push in. They are clearing the minions as well as poking with Xerath.
Yeah, Amelia is pretty good in mid lane. Does hit a lot of skill shots. So on this Xerath, she is quite the fearsome enemy. Now you can see the Volibear trying to do something, running up towards the enemy team, but a good zone will keep him away from anything. Now Xerath's going to pick up first blood onto the Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz was already very low. And now it's going to be a one-man advantage for the red team now sieging down his turret. Or actually just go for kills. Ute going a little low. Will get topped up by the Yuumi. Now Xerath's going low on his own, but he is in the backline, so he should be fine.
Just waiting for level 6 to come in. You can see everyone on your screen is level 5. We expect a lot more action then, and oh, Hecarim goes in.
Yep, here comes the action. It's gonna be quite messy. The Orianna is now low, will flash out. Aya not gonna get that final kill. Eats up one turret shot, but they do get away. So it's gonna be a 1-4-1 trade at the end of the fight.
I think as the game goes on, we also want to see how are they gonna deal with Yumi's heals.
Right.
Because the moment she resets and then she comes back with more sustain, more mana, which also means more health sustain for her team. So we're gonna have to see if anyone decides to buy some healing reduction items.
I have a question. Both teams have now just about hit level 6. Who has the higher power spike right now?
I would say it's probably the blue team.
Alright.
Because Katarina has that potential to reset, right? As opposed to the red team, they are going to rely on Xerath's poke before Hecarim probably makes the commit to jump in.
Yeah, for sure. And now you can see the Vel'Koz did try to do a little bit of something against the Hecarim, but like you said, the magic resist coming through will make it pretty difficult for this horse to take all that much damage. Now, personally, my eyes are on the Diana with the level 6, can definitely jump in, deal quite a bit of damage, but she is a little low. Now, Aya, screw Aya, we are looking at the big fight in the middle. The Life from Disintegration Ray not doing anything, the Shockwave also whiffing, but it looks like blue team might come out ahead, just about picking up the kill on the Diana. And it's going to be a 5 versus 4. 4 versus 4 now with the right of the Arcane picking off the Orianna in the backside.
Ooh, health bars all here getting a bit low. Red team does not have sustain, though Twitch does have some lifesteal, so a couple more auto attacks and you should be comfortable with that and Volibear. Beautiful skin, by the way. I like the pink free skin that we all got.
Yeah, thank you, Rito Games. Are we just gonna sort of devolve into skin grading here?
Only
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
You only to use Spirit Blossom, right?
That's true. Alright, looks like we're returning to a bit of a lull state, and they are now level 7. If you can check with the items, it looks like the only first item to be completed will be the Proto Belt from the Diana, after that back. Now, Hecarim is looking to do something, will pick up the kill on the Zinner on the Xerath. Now the Yuumi is trying to do a little bit of something. AP not doing all that much damage though. The Katarina jumping in the backline will pick up the Xerath. Death Lotus will not do all that much as the shutdown is picked up, as well as a double kill by the Draven, but only before he gets taken down himself. It's a double kill now coming through for the Orianna as they try to pick something back. It's now a 2 versus 1, but the blue team is low and Chizu is not going to pursue it.
It's quite hard for a red team to dive the
Oh.
turret, so I guess they took advantage of the blue team just stepping out of range of that. That's why it went in, well, both their favors, right? It's a good trade for both teams.
Yeah, talking about trades, looks like Chizu's not in the best position right now. A tag team of 2 ultimates will take her out. And blue team, they're the ones now with priority on the map. They're going to be pushing towards the to the tier 1 tower.
It looks like Volibear is also going for a pure tank build, which I think is why Hecarim decided to go for that early magic resist, because essentially the whole blue team is AP.
That's true.
So there's also something that could be to their disadvantage later.
Alright, oh, the adaptive helm already coming through from the Hecarim, so that could be pretty difficult for blue team to begin to whittle their way into. Meanwhile, not many defensive stats coming through from blue team of their own.
Another interesting buy is Draven's Mana Mune. Right, there was a debate on how you're supposed to say that.
I'm not gonna get into it. No, I'm not.
Is
I'm
it
not touching that.
Manamune or is it
Oh,
Manamune?
Well, we don't have time for that as the Volibear tries to do something. Will ultimate into the backline, but now you're in the middle of a 1v5. Vayne will pick up the kill onto the Twitch. That's the 80 carry down, but that's going to be traded kills. 4 already for the red team. Double kill coming through for both the Xerath and the Draven, as they should be able to put a fair chunk of damage down or even take the tier 1 tower. He tried. She tried. Tried her best. The shockwave did land, but unfortunately will get taken out. As well as the first tier tower, the Xerath going back for a little bit of a reset. Now blue team's back on the map. Can they do anything? The snowball will land on the Diana. The Volibear's back in. It's only a 1v3 this time, not a 1v5, but he will get out alive. Now Chizu's going to pick up the relic, and they do get away.
Yeah, we talk about healing reduction items. Looks like a couple already coming in. Draven as well as Twitch opting for the Executioner's Calling, and looks like Xerath might finish. What's the item again?
Morello.
Yes, Morelos. It's an item that I don't actually like, which is why I don't think it's as effective as it can be. And there's another debate, by the way, Morelos or
Yeah, okay, LS.
Leandris. Not gonna go into that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into it. I'm not gonna play out it. Do you prefer Leandri's Torment? Is that what
I
it is?
actually do.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? I can actually agree with that. But in this case, well, actually, you already got 2 Executioners Calling on your 80 carries. I'm not sure if a third Grievous Wounds item will do all that much, but back to the game. The blue team trying their best to do something against the wall of poke the Xerath is currently putting down. You would think that blue team sort of would have the advantage right now because, 280 carries on the red team, it would take them a little time to scale up, but that does not seem to be the case. Now, Right of the Arcane is trying to do something. Ooh, a flash! And the moonfall going in with the Diana. Chizu will get taken out, but the Death Load is cancelled right off the bat. The Yuumi picking up the shutdown onto the Draven, and now it looks like it's going to be an ace. The blue team picking up a favorable fight and picking up the ace.
Yeah, really good execution there. Earlier in the game, we saw Orianna's out not do too much. She whiffed it, and then the following times, even though she got 3, but her teammates were not there. But this is the fight that they were definitely looking for.
Yeah, for sure. They do take the tier 1 turret as well. Looking like they want to put some damage down on the second tier. They actually might just stay here for a little bit, go for the reset. Looks like they are not going to do it. Just going to take the relic and try to back off. They're actually going to take both relics, so that's going to be a little difficult for the red team if they do fall behind later. Now, based on, the mechanics of ARAM, the lane is now substantially longer, right? Which team do you favor more going into this sort of situation where you do have more space to really run down the enemy squad?
Who can run down? Well, Hecarim, speaking about running, who likes to run on 4 legs. He has a fellow 4-legged friend, of course, who just joined the Rift, Lilia, who was just released yesterday.
Yes. I actually don't think we'll be seeing her today, will we? I'm not sure if it's actually in the ARAM rotation.
Does it depend on whether they buy the champion or not?
Yes, I think.
So we'll see if anyone was comfortable enough to
Oh.
even buy her.
Okay,
Oh.
Whirling Death, putting down a chunk of damage, getting the Vel'Koz pretty low, but it's not going to do all that much. Now the Unstoppable Bear is running forward, but will get stunned up. The Twitch instantly popping the Orianna, but Vayne's going to answer that with a kill of her own. Now Ute in a little spot of trouble. She's a very tanky volley bear right now. Will try to get out, but will get stunned up, might get taken down. A shockwave did pick up a few people. Red team looking like they will win this fight handily. It's an ace of their own.
Yeah, you could see Katarina there trying to get the reset, but just couldn't pull it off. Nobody was really that low for her to jump in, so it's kind of an awkward situation.
Yeah, awkward situation is how you would call it. Right now, Red team looking like they want to end this game pretty quickly. Only 12 minutes in so far. They're not taking their foot off the pedal just yet. They're beginning to push into the enemy base.
Yeah, Volibear still looks like he's struggling, even the reworked version.
Mm-hmm.
It's
He
like
doesn't, he's dancing. He's fine. He's having fun.
it's like he casts his out, he jumps in, but it doesn't hit anyone because it's not that a long range, you know, even though they buffed it.
Yeah. Not much thunder going on this far north in the Freljord. Ooh, Katarina playing that a little riskily. Is that a word? I think it's a word.
Yeah, it's a word.
Or is it just risky? Anyway, we don't have much to talk about right now. It's just whichever team might take the next fight. It's actually in a pre-even game state right now. I guess
Yeah.
we could talk about that. We're just cresting the 13-minute mark. Who do you think is gonna have the upper hand right now? Obviously, red team is the one with the gold lead, but it looks like blue team with the reset does have more practical goal on the map already.
Yeah, but that is only if they can get the reset. The really solid fights that we saw them win
Okay.
was only because Katarina popped off, and that's probably gonna be their win condition because Orianna now, I mean, 2 AP items, death cap already in the house. That's probably not enough to really nuke anyone out.
Mhm.
So gonna be depending on Katarina to get the resets, and Vel'Koz just really doing his best trying to get the poke down.
Doing his best.
But because he's 0 for 10.
That's true.
Definitely not Vel'Koz, right? That's the skin.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Vel'Koz is an inting. That's definitely not Vel'Koz. Now Katarina might go in, will get the reset, but she will not find anything else. Was stunned up. As red team, they do back off. Now the dagger is there. I think she is gonna be forced to retreat, so no risk of an engage just yet. Whirling Death just gonna completely whiff. Will they find anything on the return? I'm not sure about that. Ooh, they do! Aya picks up the kill on the Vel'Koz, is on killing spree. The Death Lotus isn't going to do anything, is going to get cancelled. Now the Katarina going golden, and Ute will fall in the backline to the red team. Red team looking like they are gonna want to end the game right here, right now. They are starting to push down the Nexus turrets, and nobody on blue team seems to be alive enough to stop them.
The power of 280 carries right here.
Yep, bye-bye Orianna. You had a good run, you tried to defend, but it looks like you're not gonna do that just yet. Now the Nexus is the next objective on the menu, as red team does take down the objective. They will pick up the first win today at our FSL ARAM solos.
And congratulations to the red team. They had 280 carries, they protected them, and they also saved their CC whenever Katarina jumped in. So, you know, good execution. I guess everyone was kind of on the same page. They were working really well together. Unfortunately for blue team, no AD carry right there. But they did try their best to get Katarina off those resets. It is quite hard, I have to say.
Yeah.
But a valiant effort, nonetheless.
Yeah, for sure. I think we do have to give the red team praise, right? Because when you have 280 carries, it's easy for you to say, we're just gonna relax. We're gonna, try to do something later on in the game when we scale up. But they never actually, tried to go down that line of thinking. They really just played it from minute one. And I think that's very respectable. The execution was there, and they managed to close out the game pretty cleanly. I think in all the FSL ARMs that I've casted so far, this was actually the fastest game.
And
So
the
it was a
cleanest.
very, I'm not sure about cleanest, but this is the most dominant one we've seen.
I mean, I have to point out, Aya is on her comfort Draven pick. And maybe some of these players are also a little bit more comfortable, as you mentioned, Amelia as well
Hmm.
on a mid laner. So a lot of things were working in their favor.
Yeah, absolutely. But we will be going to a short break. But before we do that, we want to thank our sponsors, Dreamcore, Super Solid, and Yahoo. We love you guys, and thanks for supporting us. Now, we're going to go for a short break. Like I said, we'll be right back for game number two.